So this story shows how Trump's approach to politics is now being used by other Republicans, and it's getting ugly. Pennsylvania Republicans refuse to swear in Democratic senator whose GOP opponent keeps fighting defeat. So, here's what happened. There was a close election in Pennsylvania. The Democrat won. The Republican is saying, no, I don't care that you won. I disagree. And so now, apparently, according to the rules in Pennsylvania, your opponent has to concede in order for you to be sworn in. And this person's just refusing to concede. So the Democrat can't be sworn in. Now, it's a little more complicated than that because when you look at the details, apparently there's a dispute over the mail-in ballots where there's like 311 mail-in ballots or something like that don't have the date on them, but they were counted, but the Republicans saying, no, you're not allowed to count them because in another part of the county or whatever, if it doesn't have the date, it doesn't count. So these don't have the date, but they do count. But he's trying to say, no, use the other rule for the other place here too, because it's got to be uniform, so this violates the Equal Protection Clause of the Constitution. Like, they have an argument that they're making. Do I agree with the argument? No, I think the Republicans are wrong, but they have an argument that they're making. But now they're taking from Trump's playbook, and they're just going, I don't care that you won. I don't care that the court sided with the Democrat. I'm just going to not step down. What? So listen, I got to be honest with you guys. I don't know what the hell's going to happen from here. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who's going to be seated. I don't know how they're going to resolve this. If it already went to the court and the court sided with the Democrat, but the Republican needs to step down and they're not stepping down, I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea. But what we're seeing here is I really do think we've crossed a line that previously it was unimaginable to have crossed. Unimaginable to have crossed the sorts of lines that we now regularly cross with Trump pretending like, he didn't lose the election, trying every which way to undermine the actual results. And now you're seeing a lot of people at the state level, probably at the local level too, doing similar things. And all I could say is I hope that this is not a trend that stays the same or gets worse. Because it does feel like a very, very basic, fundamental building block and cornerstone of democracy is like, yeah, even when you lose, you go, okay, I lost. We live to fight another day. But a lot of people now are just like, no, I don't agree. Seems like a terrible path to be going down. I don't want to get too doom and gloom because ultimately I think Trump will be kicked out of the White House and ultimately the Democrat probably will be seated. But for the love of God, man, it's getting ugly and it's getting creepy and it's getting authoritarian out there. And I really hope we can overcome this stuff.